Today on Sauna Talk, we welcome Ragna Marie Fjeld, General Secretary, Oslo Badstuforening. What does Badstuforening translate to in English? Sauna Association. So let me tell you a bit about the Oslo Sauna Association. Founded in 2016, the same year as the 612 Sauna Society in Minneapolis, Minnesota. But the difference starts here. Where 612 has one sauna, and granted, it is the original sauna with the same workhorse original sauna stove, benches, walls, and spiritual patina abound, Oslo Badstuforening's inaugural first sauna seeds were planted in much more fertile soil. The soil along the harbor of Oslo's Fjord was ripe for sauna expansion. Yes, their original first sauna is still operational, and with a spiritual patina rating of 9.4, but surrounding this flagship sauna is a fleet of 18 additional saunas. 14 others are floating and 4 are mobile. And as you listen to this, chances are that these numbers will be outdated and higher. The Oslo Sauna Association train is not slowing down. As you will hear in this episode, the constraints to growth and expansion are, well, they're just not there. Revenue? No. They are most often fully booked and, by the way, very reasonably priced for all economies of economic income scales. Steam Master hosts? No. As you will hear, their HR department is busy with applicants, including doctors and politicians, who all want to host at Oslo Badstuforening. Builders? Nope. Matter of fact, every architect in Norway wants to design a sauna. Their corporate offices are unassuming and yet buzzing with activity. People dig working here, and their Secretary General, Ragna Marie Fjeld, runs a collaboratively effective ship. So let's listen in. Over to Oslo, Norway. This show is brought to you by the Sauna Times Consultation Program. Are you or someone you know facing some decisions about building or hiring to build a sauna? Are you perhaps afraid to move forward because of the know-it-all pedantic chatter on those internet sauna forums? Well, Aristotle said, the more you know, the more you realize you don't know. And nobody knows less than me. I've been building saunas for 30 years, and through every consult, I meet you with an open mind with the ultimate goal of helping you realize your authentic sauna dreams. I can help with your sauna heater choice and help break some ties with a possible loved one. I have a PhD in sauna building diplomacy, and the doctor is in. I've seen it all, and then some, and have some bandwidth to help you too. Interested? Please go to saunatimes.com and click the consultation link at the top of the page. Now, on to the show. We're here in Oslo, and we're having lunch together, and I'm with
Oslo Badstuforening, Ragna.
And Ragna, what's your title and role here?
I have a very fancy title, Secretary General.
Ooh. Sometimes that title must come in handy, though, right?
It's good to get meetings with politicians, etc.
And
I'm Daniel. I do some marketing for the sauna, and I was one of the first guests when the association started.
Hello, I'm Vemund. I'm head of operation in Oslo Badstuforening.
I'm Åshild, and I work with communication.
Hey, I'm Solveig, and I work in the sauna, and I also work in the office with bookings.
Yeah. And how many shifts do you work in the sauna in an average week?
Maybe 3, and
Cool.
then the rest in the office, yeah.
And how many saunas are here?
Here in the association,
Yeah, under your umbrella.
19.
19.
Yes.
19. And I was
From last week.
I was in 5 of them last night. Thank you for the booking, Ragna.
Yeah, sure.
And we were, this podcast was meant to be on the bench, but we're having lunch here, and the conversation is just so cool. I had to get the microphone out and kind of start the engines, right? And so let's start at the beginning, I guess. And is it called the driftwood sauna? Is that the name or
Måken or the seagull is the name.
the seagull?
All
Yeah.
of our saunas at Sukkerbiten has bird names. So
Okay.
this one is a seagull and it's made out of driftwood.
Yeah. And how do you say it? Sukkerbiten?
Sukkerbiten, it means the sugar cube. It's
Okay.
an artificial island with a sauna village.
Yeah. And there's
Yeah.
how many at that location?
I think it's 8 or is it 9 now?
It's so many, so we don't know.
Lost count.
Yeah. And that's like that's the core.
That's the core.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there's satellite, and when we say satellite saunas, satellite locations with multiple saunas.
That's correct.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes.
Cool. We were talking about the beginning and stuff, and it started with this seagull sauna, and like the sauna journey usually begins with the first step.
Yeah.
Can you take us back? What year was that, and how it kind of just started to build? Right.
Yeah. Well, for my part, it was back in 2016 when I was swimming with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Ice Bathing Club every morning every Thursday morning at 8 a.m. without a sauna. And then we met these anarchists, as we like to call them, who had built this sauna, the Seagull, out of driftwood. And we became friends and formed this organization. So
And the
that's
name of the
short.
organization is?
Oslo Badstuforening, Oslo Sauna Association.
Yeah.
So it's a non-profit organization.
For English speakers, Oslo Sauna Association is
That's
the
correct.
translation?
Yes, that's
And,
correct.
So much to jump on over that, but with this driftwood sauna, that was the only floating sauna at the time. In
Yeah, so
Oslo.
I've always been like an avid sauna and ice bath user. So I was living up in the north in Tromsø, and there was no sauna. You couldn't bath and you couldn't do anything. So I went to the swimming hall to do sauna.
Here
And
in
then-
Oslo?
No,
or up there?
this was when I was living up in the north of Norway.
Yeah.
So I've always been looking for the saunas, and then I just discovered it. And I think the origin story of the diplomats from the Foreign Affairs Office meeting the anarchists and forming an association is really interesting, and it's also it's still kind of true today. It's kind of a wild but really diplomatic and good organization. And I think that backstory is really cool.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, because that's a key nugget that I want to bring back to America, because this is unique. I mean, what you just described, the anarchists are shunned in our country, and the police show up and escorted to wherever, and then it's shut down.
Yeah.
But it went the other direction here in Oslo. How was that magic captured?
What to say on that? I think it's a good mixture of people, like the diplomats and the anarchists, and they meet somewhere in between, and that's magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like there's every bit of chance that this could have failed.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a very, like a delicate flower that
It's
needed.
very delicate.
Yeah. Is it delicate today, or has it reached this strong point? Are the roots strong enough that everything is cool and accepted?
I hope the root's strong enough that we have come past that delicate line, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, but so I remember, for a long while, we didn't have any permits, and we had to move around.
Mm-hmm.
But then, at one point, a politician would have to say, or a municipality officer had to say, no, you can't be here. But it was so popular, and people loved it. So, for a long while, they didn't know what to do, and sort of left us to our own devices.
Yeah.
And then, we got the permits, and then maybe parking spot for floating device was invented at the municipality, and then it sort of got its place, and then we got more people starting saunas, and the culture grew.
Yeah, the culture grew.
But I would think that would like a tipping point, before the permits and after the permits. But now it's
Yeah, I think we're past this tipping point because we're 15,000 members and solid board and administration here, where we're eating lunch today. So yes, I would say we're past this fine line.
And 15,000 members is
Yeah.
remarkable in its own right. But there's also something that deserves note is that Oslo is a tourist town.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go around here and I'm going to quiz the four of you. If you were to, here we are, end of May, okay?
Yeah.
So so it's still a little early, but let's give it 2 more weeks. Let's just say in mid-June, by mid-June, 19 saunas. If you add all that up, how many bookings in a day on June 19th will there be? Like, how many bookings? Just who can do the math pretty quick on that?
I can't.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I don't know if I can either.
Yeah,
I'm not on the booking calendar.
Let's
but-
try it. Let's try it together. So
Yeah.
19 saunas. How many bookings per day? 10? Is it because it's an easy number?
Do you mean like private bookings
Uh,
or like people?
Sessions. Sorry,
Yeah.
sessions. So we're going to get up to number of bookings. So
Yeah, no, I mean it's we're going into low season right now. Summer is low season.
Okay.
Compared
Okay.
to winter.
yeah.
Winter is definitely more
Wow,
busy
okay. Well,
period
that-
for us.
But I was getting at this percent tourist question. a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit.
Yeah. The summertime is really like a high season for tourists. So I would say almost 50% of our guests are
You think
foreigners
it's that
and
high?
tourists.
Yeah.
Almost,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
So it's become like the thing to do when you visit Oslo, basically.
Exactly my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's but throughout the year we have almost 300,000 visitors.
Okay.
So that's about 20 something thousand every month.
Yeah.
So a bit less for the summer months, but yeah, no, still quite busy.
It would make for an interesting graph when you think about that many of bookings. The blue line, call it Oslo residents or Norwegians even, and then the red line, non-Norwegians. And you'd probably have an inflection point in summertime where the red line would surpass the
Yeah.
blue line, right? More tourists. But I guess what I'm getting at is from a political standpoint, what this anarchist movement has done is created commerce for the city of Oslo, like healthy commerce.
Yeah. That's so cool. I hope the anarchists think so too.
It's one thing to collect taxes, for a bar serving beer, but you guys are creating revenue for something that's pretty darn healthy and sustainable and
Yeah.
fun and community
Social.
building, social.
Yes.
Extremely social. I mean, most of our visitors are people sharing sauna. They buy single tickets, and this is probably the only place where people meet new people these days, because the bars and the culture in bars has changed a bit, and it's a very different place to meet when you're half undressed and all kinds of people meet in the sauna, but they're all the same in a way, which
So
is unique.
I'm actually one of the talkers when I go to the sauna. I always start to talk with people,
Yeah.
and that's sort of my alcohol and my pub. I don't do the regular stuff. I do the sauna, and then it's so social. It's like so you talk about the 3 spaces. So the sauna is my 3rd space, and I really enjoy it. But sometimes you have to be like respect the quiet and like sense the vibe in the sauna and just
Yes.
shut up.
Yeah, right. And let the Lolu speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Let's talk a little bit about, you have 19 saunas in how many different clusters?
It's 5 different clusters, but 2 of them are like mobile saunas.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, great. And dotted amongst the harbor are other sauna businesses. Can we talk a little bit about that? Like, we're talking about Cook, Boyle,
Yeah.
and their vibe, and then the New Zealanders, doing their thing with the goat.
The Mad Goats.
Yeah. I mean, those are two. Are there other sauna businesses?
Salt is a big place as well.
Yeah.
With lots of saunas and some really unique kind of approach to it.
Yeah.
But it's we all kind of have
Different vibes.
yeah, different vibes and different customers.
Yeah.
In a way.
But still friends, and we meet up once in a while.
Yeah.
How does that happen? I mean, give it to me straight. How do you maintain a spirit of cooperation when there's, I guess you could use the word competitors, like, right? When someone's going to do a booking, it's either with company A, B, or C, or D. Can you let us in on that magic? Like, how do you keep that vibe with a cooperative spirit?
I guess Oslo is so small, so we have to talk to each other. And we also share a lot of the same values with many of the operators. For example, Salt, we all do a lot of cultural stuff. And we're all concerned about the sauna and bringing the best experiences. And there's enough people for everyone. So that's
a key, isn't
that's
it?
the key also.
Yeah, and it's still growing.
It's still growing, yeah.
Do you think, do you guys have predictions of where it, at the Sauna Summit in London, Emma asked a great question, is where do you see this in 5 years? Have you guys taken a pause a little bit in this rapid growth and an exciting space to think your company goals individually, where you may, I'll just open up to any of you, where you think this may be in a few years down the road?
As I said, it's still growing, so it will grow, but I don't know if it will grow as fast as now, but I think so. Our vision is sauna to the people, and there's a lot of people in Oslo that hasn't access to a sauna, so there's a lot of possibilities. And we just opened our first universally accessibility sauna, universally designed sauna, so we're even for more people now.
Yeah. And a new group of underserved people.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. How about you? Where do you see this going in a few years?
So I want everybody to have a sauna within like a kilometer from them.
Yeah.
And the municipality is really slow on building out the bathing, swim pool facilities. So I think there is a big role. But I think I think it's really agile and good to have the mobile saunas and bring them to different locations around the city at different times.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's like a big part of the vision here, but I would recognize that as a good idea.
Yeah.
To have a lot of mobile saunas and sort of team up with different events around the city. So we're doing this quite a lot with at Grünerløkka, and I think it's working good.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a point. You have access to this wonderful harbor for the cool down. When we go mobile and on the road, that isn't always the case, right? Like it's a shower in a parking lot, atmosphere.
Yeah, but also like small pools, right?
Yeah, we have plunges.
Yeah.
So we have another location with two saunas, one yurt, a tent round sauna, and a more classical wooden sauna. It's next to a river where people can't swim.
Yes.
So we made two cold plunges, which is filled with fresh cold water every day. And people appreciate that kind of offer as well. But it seems the most popular is a sauna floating on the fjord, where you can just go straight out from the sauna and jump into the sea. But that also has its vulnerabilities with the quality of water. Some people being a bit skeptical to water quality, even though we always control these things, water quality and things like that. It's a bit vulnerable, but no, I think you can create a sauna space basically anywhere, and I think we are very much interested in being more urban, even in the middle of the city, and setting up different places, and then we'll see if it's something that people want as well. But definitely, I think what made this such a hype is partly that we were floating on the sea,
Yeah.
and that you could just play, jump, do sauna at the same time, still being in the middle of the city on the seafront.
It's sure Instagram worthy to climb up and jump in. And you know, I'll share an anecdote of last night when you mentioned about we are all equal in sauna. We are all equal with that euphoric experience you get. That smile, that you can't help but smile when you exit one of your saunas and jump into the sea like that. And I don't know, it was just really fun to see how everybody became one. You know, there's no inhibition of conversation when you're floating in the water like that, saying, "Wow, don't I feel great?" And the media picks up on this, right? It's very, like I say, Instagram worthy, and architecturally, your saunas are compelling. Ragna, can you speak a little bit about what that is like when you're going to be starting a new sauna, like engaging the architectural community and stuff like that? Do they want in on this?
Yes, they really want in on this. To design a sauna has become the most popular thing to do for an architect in Oslo. All of the big companies want to design saunas, and all of the small companies. So now we can choose from whoever we want.
Yeah.
And that's a new situation.
Have you done like contests, or how do you choose an architect when it comes time to design or build a new sauna?
Our second sauna, like not the seagull, but Skarven, was made out of a contest, and that was such a good experience. We got like hundreds of suggestions, and it got media attention. So we have a good experience with that. But we also do like selection of architects, just a mini competition where we invite architects to make a suggestion.
Yeah, specifically the green sauna, but it has its own name. So forgive me, it's called
Trosten.
Trosten. And what does that mean?
Yeah, do you have the English
I
word?
think it's the thrush.
The thrush? Is that
It's
a...
a migrating bird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a bird name.
Because all of the saunas there have that commonality of... Yeah, so the green sauna is brand new.
It's brand new.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about the evolution of that from design to reality? Like,
Yes, we're in the middle of Oslo, really central, and it has a lot of beautiful buildings surrounding, with done out of famous architects. And we went to the opening of one of the buildings, that was the Monk Museum, and we met the architects, and it turned out they had become huge sauna fans and loved doing sauna while they were building the museum. And then we became friends, and they wanted to design a sauna for us. So now they have designed our new sauna. So a studio had us from Madrid, and it was just opened last week.
yeah. Congrats on that. And that
Thank
adds
you.
to the fleet, and that's number 19.
That's number 19.
Unbelievable. Is there a 20 in the ranks, or are you guys breathing right now with 19?
We're breeding, but we have a lot in the pipeline. There's a lot of saunas planned.
Yeah. Can we talk about those real quick? Like, I don't know, if you were to think about, back to my question of where do you see this in 2, 3, 5 years kind of a thing, where do you see the Oslo Sauna Association? That's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, continuing to grow. How many guests per year was it last year?
Almost 300,000
300,000 bookings, 300,000
Yeah.
visits.
Yes.
people visits.
Yeah.
300,000. I'm just trying to digest that number.
Yeah.
It's a staggering number.
Yeah.
To my question about the future, can you answer it relative to how many bookings you think in the future, or how many saunas you think in the future, or is there another metric that comes to you first that doesn't have numbers attached to it? I mean, what do you think? Like,
I mean, of course, we want numbers, more saunas, but we also do like quality. So I guess it has to be a mix between those two elements. But we now want saunas in all the neighborhoods in Oslo. So we're doing these neighborhood saunas. That will be important.
Let's go into that. Can we talk more?
Sure.
Yeah, cool. Keep going, unless you want me to ask. Neighborhoods and sauna. This is an initiative. Did you guys have like a discussion, a motion with your board, or how did that spirit come forward?
I mean, it's been a part of us a long time, and we have discussed it. But I think now the time is mature to do saunas outside of the city center, with the people. And we have this 2 mobile sauna where we have tested it. So people love having a sauna in their neighborhoods.
Right.
Yeah.
And where in the neighborhood would this be deployed? It's mobile, so it can go into the library parking lot if need be, I suppose.
Yeah,
but
we had
go ahead.
one in like a cultural center in the middle of Oslo, Grünerløkka, which is a really hip and trendy place. We also have someone in the woods, like just outside Oslo, where it's this unique, more quiet experience.
Yeah. Is there a scarcity of? In America, we call them hosts. You call them sauna masters.
Yeah.
Is there a scarcity of those people within your organization, or is there a waiting list of people that really are excited and want to be a sauna host?
It's a waiting list.
Really?
It's so popular. It's we have always 100 applications here at our office. So we have doctors, engineers. Everyone wants to be a sauna master or host.
See, that surprises me. I suppose it's a chicken and the egg, right? Like if you have 100 people that come to sauna, maybe 5 would love a host position.
Yeah.
How many sauna masters are on staff or hired here?
I think we're around 40. Vemund is in charge of those, so I think it's about 40.
Yeah, we're about 40, 45.
And are these full-time hosts, or do you have part-time
No,
positions?
it's a mix. Some of them are full-time, some of them are 50%, some of them are 20, some of them are extra. So, but in total full-time, it's around probably like 20 or something like that, close to 20.
Yeah.
Full-time.
Cool. Well, I'm trying to think of the math on that too. The fact that you have plenty that would like to do this, they're doing other work now, most likely. You know, a teacher or a waiter or who knows what, right?
Doctor or
A doctor. Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah, that's fantastic, and we have a lot of good people.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about this model, and as things grow, you don't have a scarcity of sauna masters, that's for sure. You don't have a scarcity of people wanting to book reservations and sit on the sauna bench. Is there a constraint? Like, is there a constraint of things in any way? You have capital, you're able to invest and build new saunas.
Maybe permits is a constraint.
That's the biggest constraint.
Yeah.
Definitely.
From
To
the
get,
municipality and the government.
permissions from the municipality. Like she was talking about the mobile saunas. We also been trying to place them close to the surrounding forests of Oslo.
Yes.
It's hard to get a permission to be close to the forest, but also to be in the middle of the city. It's probably more difficult with the municipality than with private people. We had some good cooperations where we worked with private people, but also managed to get some permissions from the municipality. But it's just a very long process, and so the most valuable location we have today is the one on the seafront, which is very important for us, I guess.
You know, as you were explaining that stuff, I think about the meaning, like when you wake up in a day and you do your work or your job or your profession or your calling, like I think about the spectrum of meaning, right? Like, and I won't talk to the one end of a spectrum. I don't know what meaning there may be in pushing drugs or I don't know. There's but you go to the other end of the spectrum, which is well worth speaking about. Helping people live happier, healthy lives. I don't know. Can you speak to that?
Well, yes, it feels very meaningful. It was worth quitting the job as a diplomat to work with this sauna to the people. It's very local and means something to Oslo. So that feels important.
What does it mean to you, Ragna, to be in a space where when on the very surface, a tourist comes in, they do a booking, they meet someone else, they have a good hour and a half, and they're laughing in the fjord, and then they go off and they had a good day. I mean, that's a very basic benefit to what you do. But I'm sure you could share a story or two of where your organization has helped people on a very deep level. Those may be suffering from a loss or anxiety, depression, maybe even joint pain, and they come to sauna and it's been therapy for them. How is that like? Is that a key part of your motivation to do this work?
Of course. I mean, we have a person that has been at our sauna 800 days in a row. He comes every day. He says that the sauna means everything for him. So that's the motivation. And also, I mean, when you experience sauna, you want more people to experience it because it's so good. I mean, we have free sauna for refugees every weekday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's so good to like help those to get something to do in Norway. I guess it's not easy to come here alone, etc. But then at least you can go to the sauna and talk to people and feel good. And
feel welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you guys? Like this job that you have, this career, this space of sauna. Do you think about the meaning behind the work you do, and if so?
Yeah, so a little backstory here. I'm half Swedish, or I am Swedish. Now I'm both Norwegian and Swedish. And the competition between Sweden and Norway have always been like, Sweden is a little bit ahead about all the trends, about the fashion, about the music, and about everything. But now Norway is leading the sauna trend between Sweden and Norway. And I don't know how I feel about it, or I'm conflicted because I'm proud that Norway is leading the charge here. So it's nice to beat Sweden. They got IKEA, but we nailed the sauna culture. So that sort of makes me a proud Norwegian.
Good for you. Yeah. Love it. You were into cold and heat. As well. Yeah. How does it help you?
So if you think of it as like a legal drug, you have to do it like really extreme both ways to get the effect.
Lovely.
Yeah. So we're like 2 minutes in super cold water, 20 minutes in the super warm.
Yeah.
And you get dizzy, and then you just feel good.
I know what you mean about the perspective I'm looking at. The Oslo sauna scene is that it picks up in summer because tourism picks up like crazy. But I love this reality that the cold season is your hot season. It's counter to many things. Usually the summer season is a busier season in other areas, in bars or restaurants, for example, and stuff. So I think it's a testament to your audience where you guys are working. Your clients are very. You have a lot of Norwegians that use this as part of the community, right?
Yeah, and I think the sauna culture is a perfect fit for Norway. Mm-hmm. So there's a saying in Norwegian. Sorry about the sound there. There's a saying in Norwegian that says like, "There is no bad weather. There is only bad clothing."
Yeah,
and that's really true for Norway. Yeah. So, but now you have this nice effect of you can go into the fjord. It's like snowing and you're in the sauna, you can just enjoy it. So that really fits.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys. We can wrap up here. Ragna, last thing I wanted to bring in is your background as a diplomat. You lived in America, right?
Yes.
Yeah, in New York.
That's correct.
Yeah. Tell us about your background, your schooling, and how you got into your
my God.
diplomatic role.
That's a long story.
It is.
And it wasn't really planned to go into the diplomatic world. I actually have an education in art and communication, so yeah. But it turned out to be that way, and it was fun. But I'm glad this path led me to sauna.
Yeah.
It feels more like home.
What was the
Yeah.
transition point? Help us connect those dots.
Yeah, I was part of this swimming ice bathing club and started to be part of the newly formed organization and was part of the board, doing the economics and stuff like that. And it was so popular, so it was so much work. So I was like, I could do this full time.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got to leave from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
While you were here in Oslo?
Yes, to try it out. And
Cool.
it turned out to work perfectly.
Yeah. Well, the growth sure helps. I mean, it sort of validates your position, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But you took, we have this English expression, you took a flyer out. You took a risk in a way to leave a conservative position, probably well paid and stable.
It was stable, but I kind of felt like something was missing. So it feels right now. But my grandparents did really not understand this choice at the time. But I'm so glad I did it. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being a part of Sauna Talk. And most of the time, this is on the bench. I feel like we're on the sauna bench right now because we are going to go sauna.
Yes.
Do you have meetings on the sauna bench?
Yeah, we do.
We'll have another one there and catch up.
Great.
Thank you, Ragna. Thanks
Thank
for your
you.
time. Thank you.
Thanks.
So, Oslo Sauna Association. Ragna, tell us real quick on the economics of the thing. We talked about 300,000 bookings or guests annually and growing like crazy. How do you manage the economics of this? Like, how much is it? Who gets paid? Profitability, reinvestment? Can you share a little on that?
Of course, we're a non-profit organization. That means that everything we earn goes back to the organization, building more saunas. We have the best and most expensively built saunas in Oslo, but we also hold the price low. We're the cheapest one of the saunas in Oslo.
And how much for a session?
It's from 100 Norwegian kroners, which is about $10, up to $19 or 190 kroners for 1.5 hour, one session.
Yeah. How do you do that? How do you maintain profitability with that low pricing?
So we have a board that works for free. So we don't have to everything we earn extra goes back to keeping the prices low and to building new beautiful saunas. Yeah, so it's all about that. And we also have a lot of people visiting. We're like fully booked 7 in the morning until 11 a.m. in the night. So it's a lot of people.
Yeah. And what does that mean for you? Well, why work in a space with that kind of financial structure?
It means everything. It means you're doing something more important than money. Of course, we have to live out of this. All our sauna masters are paid, and we even pay better than the commercial actors. But I mean, it's something more important than just earning money. This should be for everyone.